Hi guys, day 87. It's almost New Year. 2 days more, 2 more days. Um, what we're gonna talk about today is about starting over. Starting over. We're gonna start over, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing inherently wrong from starting over. And I really thought that way back then it really sucks when you are in something better, when you're in the situation where you are better, your lifestyle's better, easier, more comfortable, and then you suddenly hit the rock bottom. And it sucks. That really sucks, especially if you don't have the leeway to be able to adjust to the change. And so, and especially if you're hoping for something better, and then you end up in the rock bottom, right? So let me tell you a story about my previous job. I was working at that job. It's a really great job, great culture. I love it. I love the people. They are really respectful and they value growth. And they see my potential. I am a hard worker. I'm always on time. I'm working. I'm good with people, and so they noticed that, and then they offered me a seasonal job. A seasonal job, and it's a really better job, better pay, and you can learn a lot more and so much easier than the previous job that is physically taxing. Yep, right. So it's easy job and better pay, right? And what happened was, before I started that job, that seasonal, because they offered me, right? So I try to confirm with the higher ups if there will be a chance for us to get hired to be permanent, right? And then what happened was I was expecting to do a lot, and I don't really, I'm not really up for it. I don't wanna stay on that job. I just accepted the seasonal, and then I'm more into communications, improvement communications, relationship, leadership, and all those stuff. But I have to grab what I am offered, right? And then the higher up said yes, and so I was accept, I was expecting that there will be possibility, but I have a competition at that time, which the competition that I helped to get hired too. So I told myself, okay, I'm not gonna pursue this. I'm just gonna give this away to her. And then I changed my mind, and like at the last month of it, because I feel like I'm a little bit of competition. I love competition, so got a little competitive. I I've done an extra mile. I took a course and then take the exam and pass it. That way, it will increase my chance to get hired, right? And then what happened was, at the end of our contract, we just suddenly are not gonna go and continue the job. And it was it was heartbreaking. It sucks. So it really sucks that with a high expectation that you got, and then especially the hard work you've gone through within that last month, I really became intentional of learning those things, and I passed it. What initially, or in average, people will have to study for that course for 6 months, 6 to 12 months, and I consolidated and constrained that 6 to 12 months in 1 month, and I was able to crush it. I passed that exam. I proved my trainer wrong. I proved other people wrong. And then, so I was really expecting, okay, I have a chance to get this. And what happened was, all right, it just turns out we're not given a choice to be continuing it further. And so that's when I realized that when the expectations are high, the disappointments are higher as well. It aligns with the high expectations that you got. And I was not able to adjust right away with that change, because we were back to a physical taxing job again, and I feel like I was humiliated because of that, because the your coworker's perception of you is, at that time, it's one of the most important thing for me. But at the same time, I feel bad for them that I am up there and then they're just still there doing the same physical taxing job. So I feel bad for them as well. And so so I was just not able to adjust a lot, because I got comfortable. I got comfortable with the easy job and the higher pay, and an expectation that I might get it, but neither one of us got it. So it sucks. It's really sucks. The experience sucky. I hate it, and I build up a little bit of hate, or maybe a lot of hate, with the person who told us that we could get hired. But that's I've learned a lot through that you don't want to trust the people on the higher ups, even if they look like they're really good, that they're kind, they're good with you. But sometimes it's you don't want to take everything personally, especially if you are in a professional setting. Don't take anything personally. So basically, you're gonna be numb about that. But the thing about it is, you have to, if you in order for you to be a great worker, professional worker, you have to empathize to people. You have to connect with them emotionally. And then when it comes to that kind of setback, you don't want to take it personally, which is confusing to me at that time. It really sucks. So I feel like you are in a constant, if you want to thrive in a job or climb up the ladder, you have to be fake. That's when I realized that you have to be fake. And it sucks. It sucks to be fake. That's one of the opposite of my value, which is integrity. I love integrity. I love honesty. And then when comes to that, it's really frustrating, but sometimes you have to just accept it. And also what I've realized is that when I became bitter a little bit, no, I mean maybe a lot, because it was a couple of months of me hating on hating on my situation. And but initially I really hate the job. I just love the people, I love the culture, so I stick with it. And also I love the schedule, so it's really, there's a lot of good things, but not every job is perfect, that all advantages, but there are also disadvantages. And it turns out, looking back, connecting the dots, looking backward, I've realized that that disappointment, that setback, that experience, that terrible experience that I've gone through, is what I really needed the most. It turns out that I have to experience that because I have to grow. I have to grow emotionally. I have to experience people disappointing me, and being able to get back up from that, to overcome those emotional hurdles, emotional turmoil that I've been having, because that's the first time I've experienced that kind of disappointment. And then I realized that it's not all sunshine and rainbows when it comes to professional settings. But that's one of the key things that I realized, that it sucks, or maybe I'm just, for the lack of the better term, for me, you have to be fake in order for you to thrive in a professional setting and climb up the ladder. Which is, I could be in a doggy dog world, but I just don't want to choose that kind of life. I want to choose the life where you constantly try to manipulate people into doing things that you want for your own benefit. And it sucks. That sucks. Or maybe that's just my perspective. I don't know about the other party's perspective. So we never know. I never know. It's just that my experience is this. I can only speak for myself. But maybe I'm just whining. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to rant about that for you, to you guys. But it's I'm actually, I'm honestly glad that I experienced that kind of setback, because it made me stronger. It made me more aware, and it made me more cautious about the people that I should surround myself with and hang around with. And I'm really glad that I've experienced that and overcome that, because I'm no longer in there. And yeah, especially with me, in my case, I love leadership. I want to teach leadership. I want to speak about leadership, personal growth, and communication, equipping people. One of my core is the leadership, which I want to really experience. That's why I want to move up. But when you have that kind of leader who models those things, it makes you bitter. It makes you think twice whether you really want to become a leader, or do you want to follow that kind of leadership. And it's it kind of discourages you about teaching leadership, if that's the model of leadership that you have, like realistically in your workplace. Because in my organization that I'm part with, Maxwell Leadership, we don't have that kind of philosophy, like manipulating people. No, we became transparent to people, but at the same time, I also lack experience with when it comes to leadership, so maybe I have to grow more. I mean, it's not a maybe, it is sure way that I really need to grow more, because the fact that I'm just probably ranting with you about it is not beneficial. But it makes me aware. It makes me also vulnerable to you guys and connect with you in a deeper level. And so, yeah, I need to grow more a lot. I need to grow better. I need to grow more. And so, I'd say I'm gonna finish this. Bye for now. Stay stay grounded. Still become, or still pursue or thrive to becoming the genuine, honest, and integral and compassionate leader that you want to be. Don't let other people discourage you in your way of, in your ideology of the kind of leadership that you wanna teach to other people, that you want other people to teach, because everybody deserves to be led well. So I say that's it. Everybody deserves to be led well. So make sure that you are under with a great leader that is ready to follow, and everything else will gonna fall into place. So bye for now. Thanks for listening.